Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to WWWE Superstars. We have two great, highly contested matches here tonight. 1/3 of 3MB. That man right there, Drew McIntyre, faces one half of the Primetime Players, Titus O'Neil. And our other match, the main event, the high-flying Sin Cara faces the English brawler, Barrett. So we have two very good matchups here tonight on Superstars. We'll see which one of these men can shine through in these matches. But of course, you see Drew McIntyre here, 1/3 of 3MB from Ayr, Scotland. He's going to be looking to take out the one half of the Primetime Players, Titus O'Neil. Maybe with a singles victory, he boosts the credibility of his tag team. It's all about those tag team titles. But here comes Titus O'Neil, former defensive end for the Florida Gators. Now one half of the Primetime Players were Darren Young. Of course, as we said, Drew McIntyre in the 3MB with Jinder Mahal and Heath Slater. So singles contest, it'll be interesting to see how these men adjust to singles matches. Of course, mainly working tag team action. We'll see how they can fare on their own here on WWWE Superstars. So as both competitors are in the ring, we're about ready to get this match started in just a second. And the first edition of WWWE Superstars will be underway with Titus O'Neil versus Drew McIntyre. The referee rings the bell and we are ready for action here. Titus with a front face lock, but McIntyre with a knee to the chest. Drew McIntyre wrenching the arm. Titus O'Neil though with a nice reversal and a big shoulder tackle there. The big man out of the University of Florida. Now Titus with a snapmare taking down McIntyre. McIntyre with an Irish whip to Titus into the corner, but Titus with a nice reversal there, clubbing the back of McIntyre. Drew McIntyre with a drop kick, but Titus gets out of the way. Drew McIntyre with a kick to the gut. Titus though with a couple punches. McIntyre blocks and counters with a right and a left, and a drop kick. A nice combination there from Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre, a former Intercontinental Champion and a former Tag Team Champion. Titus O'Neil has not held a title in the WWE. He goes for the cover, but McIntyre gets the shoulder up. O'Neil now with a back suplex wearing down the back of McIntyre. Both of these men going to be looking to hit their finishing moves. For Titus O'Neil, it's the clash of the Titus, that big spine buster. And for Drew McIntyre, it's the Future Shock DDT. McIntyre with a right hand now looking to get some momentum, but O'Neil uses power, and power can counter about everything. Now Titus. No, McIntyre fighting back, but Titus with a big right hand counters, and McIntyre with a clothesline, taking down the big man. Drew McIntyre on the attack. McIntyre with a knee drop, and now McIntyre picking him up, but O'Neil rakes the eyes. Titus looking for a kick, but no, and Titus gets out of that, taking him down with a single leg takedown. But Drew McIntyre dropped toe hold. Action picking up here as now McIntyre gets reversed there, looking for a chop. O'Neil with a big boot gets reversed, and McIntyre ducks it and hits a German suplex. O'Neil with the reversal. Quick paced here now is O'Neil with a shoulder tackle. Titus stomping away on Drew McIntyre, but McIntyre wrenching that arm. O'Neil reverses, and another shoulder tackle. And Drew McIntyre's back's got to be hurting. And now O'Neil with a power slam. Hook of the leg, one. No, a kick out. O'Neil targeting the back of McIntyre throughout this match. McIntyre has not been able to get more than just slow or very quick furies on offense. Now O'Neil with the reversal. And now Titus O'Neil vertical suplex. O'Neil looking to continue his dominance here tonight. O'Neil now running the ropes, and a big boot there. What a kick to the face. Now O'Neil with a shoulder tackle. Titus O'Neil building momentum, looking to get a win for the Primetime Players. Looking for a side slam, but no, Drew McIntyre counters that. Great counter there. And now McIntyre going on the attack, shoving O'Neil's head into the mat, and once again doing the same thing. Titus gets up, and now Titus, but no, Drew McIntyre takes him down, single leg takedown. Now O'Neil, though, shoving him off. And a power slam there by the big Scot. O'Neil has to regroup and get outside the ring as McIntyre is on a roll. McIntyre countering that. O'Neil ducking the clothesline and McIntyre getting out of the waistlock. Drew McIntyre with a clubbing blow on the back of the head of Titus. Referee counting. Now Drew McIntyre on the outside. A big clothesline decapitating O'Neil. Drew McIntyre continuing to hammer away. McIntyre gets thrown back inside the ring by Titus. Now Titus O'Neil with a big boot there to McIntyre's face. Now Titus as they two men lock up. Kind of late in the match to do that, but McIntyre gains advantage of that. And Drew McIntyre, future shot DDT. Drew McIntyre hits it out of nowhere. Now Drew McIntyre dragging him to the center of the ring. McIntyre future shot DDT. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre gets the victory. Drew McIntyre is victorious for 3MB here on WWWE Superstars, getting the victory over Titus O'Neil. McIntyre hit that future shot DDT out of nowhere, getting the victory, stunning O'Neil. So a big win here for McIntyre, not only for 3MB, but at him personally. Maybe, who knows, he can get on a winning streak, maybe go after a championship, and then maybe finally fulfill his destiny as the future of the WWE. Who knows? Anyway, though, Drew McIntyre with a big win here on Superstars to kick off the show. We still have one other match. Sin Cara versus Wade Barrett. That should be a great match. And that's coming up on Superstars next. Here comes Wade Barrett making his way to the ring for our main event of WWWE Superstars. Don't forget, if you haven't already, check out WWE Raw and WWE SmackDown. Great shows, we gotta think. Of course, we've already seen Raw. Daniel Bryan, your new #1 contender for Randy Orton's WWE Championship. And now, with Triple H putting on a great show for Raw, we'll see what Paul Heyman, of course, the general manager of SmackDown, is. What he will say to counter, and let's see how good a show he can put on. Of course, that is going to be out after Superstars. We'll see what he has to say regarding who will be the #1 contender for his champion, Chris Jericho, the World Heavyweight Champion. Who will be the #1 contender for him? Also, who will be the #1 contender for Dolph Ziggler's Intercontinental Championship? Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, members of The Shield, their WWE Tag Team Championships, and John Morrison's Cruiserweight Championship. We'll have to see what happens with all that gold. You can only find it on one place, WWE SmackDown. So anyway, Sin Cara, the high-flying sensation, is in the ring as we're ready to get this one underway. Wade Barrett and Sin Cara in the ring, and here we go. A very big contrasting of styles. Wade Barrett, the former brawler, bare-knuckle-brawler, loves to fight, grew up fighting, trying to make money. As a kid, he didn't work at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A. He was out there on the streets fighting to make money as a bare-knuckle-brawler. Sin Cara, high-flying, lucha libre style. We'll see which style prevails here tonight on WWE Superstars. A big left hand there by Barrett, and now Barrett with some combinations going back to those roots as a fighter, and a boot there. I don't know if that was legal in bare-knuckle brawling. Anyway, now Barrett, but no, Sin Cara counters a tilt-a-whirl arm drag. Sin Cara showing off his lucha libre style, now picking up Wade Barrett. Sin Cara, blocks Barrett's shot, and now Sin Cara, Hurricanrana there, flipping Barrett over. Barrett now gets in a shot, but Sin Cara looking for some more lucha libre type maneuvers, but Barrett counters with his power, showing off his wrestling ability with a big suplex there. Now Sin Cara attacking the Big Brit. Wade Barrett with the Russian leg sweep. A lot of diversity here tonight on Superstars. Titus O'Neil, who is from the U.S. Drew McIntyre from Scotland. Wade Barrett from Britain. And, of course, Sin Cara from Mexico. bunch of different countries being recognized tonight here on Superstars. Now Barrett looking for a power bomb, but Sin Cara with a nice arm drag to roll out of it. Barrett gets up, and now with some more combinations, Sin Cara blocks it. Barrett gets out of the way of an enziguri, and Sin Cara with a side rushing leg sweep. Now Wade Barrett looking to connect with a right, but Cara blocks it. Sin Cara now on the attack, but Barrett with a drop toe hold, throwing Sin Cara's face into the mat. Barrett picking up Sin Cara, and now Barrett looking to connect with that power bomb, and this time he does. A big power bomb by Wade Barrett. Barrett now telling Sin Cara to get up, and he obliges. Sin Cara now attacking Barrett, but Barrett with a single leg takedown. Wade Barrett running the ropes, and a big no. Sin Cara blocks it and hits a hip toss. Sin Cara now looking to gain advantage, a kick, stunning Barrett against the ropes. Now throwing Barrett outside, but Barrett with a big counter and a big forearm to Sin Cara's face there. And Wade Barrett with a swinging neck breaker. Going for the cover now is Barrett. 1, 2. No, Sin Cara gets the shoulder up at 2.5. Now Wade Barrett hammering away, and Barrett looking for a combination. A left, and now winding up in a big right. Knocks Sin Cara off of his feet. Wade Barrett picking up Cara. And now Wade Barrett throwing him in the ropes, and the winds of change. The winds of change by Wade Barrett. And now Wade Barrett setting it up, measuring Sin Cara and Wade Barrett with the bullhammer elbow. The bullhammer elbow by Wade Barrett knocks Sin Cara out, and I gotta believe it's over. 1, 2, 3, and the bare-knuckle-brawler is victorious in the main event of WWWE Superstars. What a match here in the main event of WWWE Superstars. These two men fighting it out, looking to increase their position in the WWE. Of course, Barrett on Raw, Sin Cara on the SmackDown. The only place besides Click Previews where you can find superstars of opposing brands going at each other. We're trying to see what kind of matches we get on Superstars. But anyway, two great matches. Drew McIntyre and Wade Barrett. Congratulations to them for picking up victories here tonight on WWE Superstars. Folks, if you have not tuned in to Raw yet, I highly encourage you to. It was a great show. I think SmackDown is going to be a great show. If I know Paul Heyman well enough, he's going to put together a whale of a show. Coming up next is SmackDown, and then we do it all over again with another Raw, another Superstars, and another SmackDown on the road to WWE's first Click Review. Jack Daniels is signing off. What's going to happen next?